Hey, what's going on, YouTube? How's it going? Glad you guys are joining me here on the Jim of All Trades channel. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader, and I trade on the Forex as well. I had a great trade on the Forex last night with EU. Man, thing went for 100 and some odd pips. I went to bed. I got in right at the top. Woke up about 4 a.m. with 60 pips. Decided to take profit. I was hating myself that I did because it went for another 60. It was amazing. But anyway, yeah, we're trading on the Forex, trade crypto as well, and I mainly focus on crypto on the channel, but pretty soon we're going to be adding Forex to this channel as well. Guys, I strongly recommend you guys look into the Forex market. It's an amazing market. Well, we're going to jump in this morning. Don't forget that this isn't financial advice. None of it's intended to be so. But that being said, glad you made it by. Let's see. This is going to be a very brief video. Still operating under the assumption that we might have a leading diagonal here. That's a pretty decent count. I just watched uh, Trey Devil's video. Sam has the same count as well. So yeah, there's a possibility there. Of a leading diagonal. Two guys are seeing that as well, and I respect Sam's count. He and I are kind of similar in the way we think about Elliott Wave. We're not purists, and he mentions that in the video as well. So I appreciated that. He's a pretty decent trader as well. So anyway, like their channel, I learned a lot from them coming up, and recommend the channel to you if you haven't seen Trade Devil's channel. All right. With that being said, if it is, we're looking for a three-wave move to the downside. And what do we have? Let's see here. My first, you know, this is a tough. This is tough while it's being made, right? But we got a three-wave move here. We got a three-wave move here. So I'm expecting a three-wave move there, okay? But I'm not expecting that to be the end all and the be all, guys. I'm actually expecting about $6,400, maybe $6,400 in that ballpark. Let's see, one-to-one extension of that move if it finishes. Yeah, 64.84, so 65, and 62.86, 63 to 65 in that ballpark. That's kind of where I'm looking as a take profit region. We'll have to see what the wave count looks like as it comes down. If it continues down like it is now, our trading group last night we got in short. For this particular leg of the trade. A lot of you guys are FOMOing in at the bottom of this wave, guys. We were patient enough to wait for three waves back up. I have a potential bull count here as well, which we'll talk about. But let's talk about the bear scenario first on the 15-minute time frame. Our trading group, actually, I gave the signal that I entered the trade. Where did I enter that guy? I entered right there, right here. What was 69.10 was my sell price. We had one more hit to the high, and then we came on down. It retested it and then came on down again. So that happened in the overnight region. So yeah, that was my was that when I did it? Guys, sorry. Let me try again here. Yeah, my time schedule is all discombobulated. Yeah. That's I was like, did I get in here? Did I get in here? So it was 69.10 right in here. Sorry about that. Gave the signal. We had to wait out a little bit of a stop hunt there, and then down we came. So anyway, we're in this trade to the south in great position. Great as I love to be in good position in trades, because even if I'm wrong about the direction, I'm in a great position. I can stop it out and it doesn't cost me a thing. Doesn't cost me a thing. So, anyway, we're looking for targets down here. I'd like to see that come down. Now, if that happens, our basic count then is going to be a three-wave move, okay? Um, Three-wave move here. It's a WXY down to the downside. Then we'd expect some upside, okay? Now, that upside could get discombobulated a little bit. Let me show you how. That's awful shallow, 63 to 65 in that ballpark. And so what could happen here, let me see if I can clean the chart up a little bit. Sorry, guys. I just want to be clear here. Again, talking a little bit of a bearish scenario before bull here. This is actually overall a bull count that I'm talking about, but we'll have to. Well, yeah, just depends. It could be a bear count as well. There's so many. I've got about three different scenarios still operating, but a lot of them do the same thing, so that's really good. Basically, what we'd be seeing here is a WXY X, and then a Y wave. Okay, it's a nice zigzag there, but it's not a zigzag as a WXY. It's a double zigzag, basically, complex correction. Okay, but what could happen, and you got to be aware of this, guys, is this they could drag this out like so. They're basically going to come back up like so in a three-way fashion. Okay, and then come down in a three-way fashion. And you can see how long price is going to stay in this region. See these two yellow lines right here, stay within that range of about $300 or $400. It's going to stay within that range quite a bit, and that's what WXYs do. They keep you in a range and they lengthen the time out. But that would get us down here to this $5,500 line that I have here as a support line. That would get us down here pretty well. So that's something to watch out for, guys. Just because we're thinking long here soon doesn't mean that we don't have more downside to go. Now, just because we have more downside down to go, that doesn't mean we're going down forever, because ultimately this is a bull count. Okay? Because this would be in this scenario, a one wave, and this whole thing would be a two wave. Okay? And then we're heading up, guys, for a really, really big move. Really, really, really big move. This would happen. This would happen probably after the halvening. So anyway, yeah, that might get a big bull move after the halvening. We'll see. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so that's those are some scenarios. That's a possibility there. Okay, but right now we're not going to focus too much on the future, because that's all speculation, and that it is what it is. So let's focus on the present right now and trade it as it comes. Okay, so right now we're short. We're in good profit here. If you need some help in knowing entries and knowing good trade setups and know when to stay out of the market, if you FOMO in a lot and you're just having a hard time getting on your entries and exits, you might join the Telegram group, because that's really the benefit. A lot of people say to me a lot of times, they're just by being in the group and listening to my signals and what I'm trading and how I'm trading it, and the extra videos that I give, they learn a lot just watching and being around a group of traders. So if that's you, you might jump in to the Telegram group. All you got to do is just sign up and become a Patreon supporter. I'll send once I get an email verification that you've become a Patreon, I'll send you an email back, and we'll get you right into the group. Okay. All right. So anyway, that being said, so we're looking potentially down here to 63, 63, 62, 50 in that ballpark to 65 in that range. Okay, so I have to wait and see what we're getting. The confluence of fibs puts us at, let's see if we 63.75 to 62. Okay, so right there, 63.75 is a nice target. Okay, 6,400 for all intents and purposes. Okay, now what else? What else can we look at? So basically, if this comes down, we would expect to flip long after that. Okay, but that doesn't mean we're long forever. It just means that we're probably long for a three-way move up to the upside and then back down. Now it could go up from there, so that we'll go long and see what kind of wave we get, what kind of structure we get off this bottom. If we get an and that's one of the ways I trade, guys. I look at the structure, and the structure tells me everything. Okay, so if I get a three-wave move here, okay, that stops at a fib level that's corrective, then we're going to go short, right? We'll look for divergence in the RSI. We'll look for momentum, as well as watch moving averages and all those things as we trade. But if this thing comes up impulsively, guys, that's a different story, okay? And so we'll have to just be nimble as traders, okay? All right, what is the potential bull from here? Okay, potential bull count from here. Now, number one, I don't like this. I don't like what I'm about to share with you, because the wave structure doesn't really support it. But I've got a couple of reasons why I'm thinking bull right now rather than just bear. Okay, let me show you. Get this off the chart so it doesn't confuse you here. There we go. A couple of things I shared this morning in a private video for my people. First off, I see bullish divergence. It's hidden bullish divergence here. Number one on the bottom. Number two, this wave right here, when I measure with the fibs, let me see if I can show you here. When I measure this wave right here, we come to the 1276 extension, which is a corrective fib, and we have tagged it. Okay, so that's a three-wave move. It's a 535. It's a beautiful structure there. It's a three-wave. We haven't broken the low here, as well as we've come to the 127 extension. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to, so we got hidden bullish divergence and we've come to the 127. Now, the hidden bullish isn't fantastic, but it's there. Okay, this is on the 1 hour chart. This three-wave move could continue on, so we understand that as well. So we're not just jumping long right now. We've got some certain criteria we're looking for. But the other thing is, as I looked at this wave, I can interpret it as, and you can see I've already got it drawn in as a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 waves there, and it's potential leading diagonal right there. And so if that's a leading diagonal, that's got to be a 1 wave or an A wave. Okay, that means it's got to be followed by a 2 or a B wave. Okay, which is something I'm watching right now. So anyway, if that's a leading diagonal and not a WXY, then we're going up from here, guys. We're going to be going up from this location right here. Okay. Now, where would we be heading? Let's check it out and see if it goes up from there. Again, it's a big if, but still some things to consider. Just thought I'd share it with you. Okay. Number 1 right here. Let's get the fibs on this guy. Okay, if we go up correctively, it's going to stop at 7,100. Okay, and what we're going to get basically is a, B, and a C, a zigzag there. Hopefully not breaking this high, and then we're going down. Okay. So that's a possibility we can be aware of. Now, if it goes up to the 127 extension, that's a possibility as well. 7240, that would change the count or the count a little bit. I would prefer it to stop at the 1-to-1, just for ease of counting. So anyway, but if it continues on, okay, to 7,400, that's your key mark today. Remember 7,400. If this thing goes up, number 1, if, number 2, if it passes 7,400, we're looking impulsive to the upside, guys. We are looking impulse to the upside, and that's fantastic. Okay, so be aware of that. Now, keep in mind we can go past 7,400 just wicking it and come back, and then it still be bearish. Okay, but if we go substantially past it, have some hourly closes beyond it, just a pullback and then the continuation. That's what we'd be looking for impulse, and we'd have a 5 wave, and then we'd expect a 3-wave pullback, and then more upside to come after that. That's the way we'd think about that. Okay, there you go, guys. There's a lot to think about, a lot to chew on. Rewind the video if you need to see those numbers again, but I've kind of given plenty of targets and plenty of ideas. But for now, we're cautiously short. Short down here to this region. We'll see what happens. Now we do have a very ultra bull scenario that I should mention here. This could be a 1-2-1-2. Okay, this is actually a 1-2-1-2, and this is actually a 1-2 as well. And so we got 3 1-2s nested here. That means, guys, we're expecting a huge move to the downside, like straight down again, coming very soon. Okay, that's going to break the low, the old low. It's going to be bad. Okay, so when we get nested 1-2-1-2s like that, we're going to get a big move to the downside potentially. So be aware of that potential. So if this thing starts coming down, don't just take profit at 64, 63, or whatever, because this could come down impulsively. We got to watch and see whether it comes down impulse or if it comes down correctively. So let's watch and see. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. Hope that video helps you guys, and stay safe out there. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.